Welcome back. LT Volk here with episode 17 of Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. Now, I know I said in the previous episode that we'll go back to the room that's hidden behind where we killed Priestess God, but I double checked my items off screen and we actually got everything that we needed there. And I also ran there just to make sure off screen, and we don't need to be there. Also, I teleported to Emerald Grove and sold some of the weapons and armor that we got from the goblins. And purchased some supplies and potions and got like 800 gold from Aaron. So now we're just gonna warp out to the Riverside Tea House and start dealing with Auntie Ethel. But before that, we're gonna attack all of the red caps and then take a long rest. Just so we go into Auntie Ethel's hideout with full spell slots. Anywho,
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shadowheart's gonna buff us up here for this fight.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And I'm gonna open up on this red cap blood sage. And sure, Lock of Far Realm. Why not? There we go. A critical hit.
I got this.
Karlak's gonna... Can she frenzy? Oh, she's out of raid charges. Alright, I guess she's gonna do this Radiant Strike with her pike. There you go. And... do the piercing strike as well for me. Very good. Kills the blood sage.
The lance board is set.
Gale's gonna run up here and fire off his magic missiles at the other blood sage. Gonna upcast it to level 2 and send all of the missiles at him. Very good. Did some very good damage there.
Got to keep fighting. Onward.
And now Shadowheart's gonna do a guiding bolt. Upcast guiding bolt to a level 2. There we go. Took out both blood sages who can buff up the melee ones. Melee red caps. And now we're gonna end turn.
No choice but to keep going.
And end turn. Yep. Now the red caps, I'm gonna try to move in, but thankfully there is the swamp water between us, which is difficult terrain and cuts their movements in half.
Now this is my happy place.
Alrighty, happy place indeed. Karlak, throw your pike at this guy and do it again as well. Very good, some very nice damage.
What fools these mortals be.
Gale, go all in on your magic missiles on this red cap. Oh, dang, that was a lot of damage. Very good.
Let's finish this.
And now Shadowheart is gonna cast her spiritual guardians or spirit guardians. Gonna tag this red cap, stacking 2 of the radiant orbs, and then pull back. My character is just gonna fire his bow at him.
Ready for
Looks
another
good
round?
so far. There we go. Got hit by spirit guardians again, and now Karlak should be able to finish him. First, gonna hit him with Legacy of Avernus Smite, and then just attack him normally. Rolled an 11. Reckless attack. Alright, let's do that. And now my character can easily finish it off. There we go. And you'll see it's gonna make the next little encounter a little bit easier. Just because if you don't take care of them here, they join that fight and you kinda have to fight it anyways. But we have done it already. So we'll be able to deal or talk to Ethel uninterrupted. And like I said, we're gonna take a long rest. But first, I know I've been forgetting to do this for a long while, is read Necromancy of Thay.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole. And you try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Alright, we're gonna place the amethyst in the slot on the book's cover. And we'll open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
And we're gonna do our saving throw to turn to the next page. And we're gonna get, what does this do? I'm gonna get resistance from Shadowheart, and I'm gonna consume this elixir of heroism. Alright. Should be good. There we go. We're able to pass that one.
The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand.
And we're gonna try another page and see how it does. Yep. Nat 20. Very good.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
And we're gonna close the book for now, because the next saving throw is gonna be fairly difficult, and I'll need some other buffs later on to be able to pass
Try
it.
to grip your hands, try to stop you, but you slam the book shut before they can take you. The whispers, the pain, it all disappears in an instant. You are yourself again.
Alrighty, and we got an inspiration point from Gale. And what else we get? Oh, that's from the elixir. But anyways, here we're gonna take a long rest to recover all of our spell slots. That way we'll go in, deal with Ethel, all fresh and rested. And Karlak's got something to say. Alright.
Hey, soldier. You said you might try cooling me down. Any leads?
Let me try something.
Yes!
And what we're gonna try is throw a bottle of water on Karlak here.
This is clever. Might even work. Come here. I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right?
I saw sparks! Actual sparks!
They're still zipping around inside me. I know I can't have much more than that. Not until we found a more permanent solution to the Hellfire issue.
Believe me, it's my top priority.
Mine too. Soon enough, you're going to be mine. But until then, I'll play nice. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
You're the only one for me, Karlak. Believe me.
I'd believe you if you said 1 + 1 is 7.
She's so cute. Anywho, let's take our long rest here. Auto select. Make sure that there is nothing crazy is being taken, and let's go.
Food hungry.
I have food. Would you like it?
Want bite.
Go ahead. Eat.
Food. Eat more. Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily. No. Run. I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Yep. And so our fight against the owlbear mother worked. Should be able to recruit the owlbear cub, who ends up being a really good companion in the end. Anywho, looks like good boy Scratch brought me
What's
something.
up for discussion?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he
Alright,
holds in his
yeah,
mouth.
what you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Yeah, we already saw that scene. Every so often, Scratch brings you items, which is kind of nice of him. Alrighty, let's rebuff everybody, like always. Now, thanks to having level 3 spell slots, I can get more characters in one spell. Anyway. And we got Gale, who's gonna cast Mage Armor on himself and then recover that spell slot.
Let's get going. Time to press ahead.
And up here we see Gandrel, one of the Gur hunters. Let's talk to him.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it.
Who are you?
Today, the same as you. A humble supplicant. Come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it. To bargain.
The lady of this house?
A more innocent name than some I could call her. But it is what she is that ought to concern you. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
And are you fool enough?
Of course. I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help.
Who is it you're hunting?
Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger,
Maybe I can help with your hunt. And as always, get a little help from Shadowheart, and let's go. And a critical failure, of course. But we got enough inspiration points to reroll. There we go, success that time.
No, this duty is mine alone. But for such an offer, an answer at least is owed. I hunt a vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldur's Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you?
You can give up your hunt. Astarion's under my protection.
I see. Your loyalty is admirable, but misplaced. His kind have charm beyond our mortal means to resist. I can show you who he truly is, if you will just tell me where to find him.
I'm not going to help you find him. Back off.
Astarion has quite the friend in you. I'll make sure he knows that. At the end.
I'm
Alrighty.
a little surprised you chose to shield Astarion.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later.
Haha, bite me later. Fun stuff. And here is Auntie Ethel's abode, the tea house. And once the cutscene is over, if those redcaps were alive, they usually like join the fight. So let's go. There she is.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all. You best have one hells of an apology for me, young man.
I appear to have forgotten my apology. How about a poem instead?
Another bard who thinks humor is the same as talent. Cute. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door. But I think you and I could have a bit of fun together. Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
The lady doesn't seem to be enjoying her dinner.
Keep your own little nose in your own little dish, Petal. I don't like busybodies. Besides, you have bigger problems. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it?
Don't change the subject. Why is that woman really here?
I told you that girl is none of your business. Keep that hole under your nose shut.
I'm inclined to agree. Let's not involve ourselves in this place any more than necessary.
I'll talk about your wriggler, and that's it. Last warning.
No. This woman is clearly in trouble.
You want to play the hero so badly? Fine. Let's make this interesting.
And the battle begins. So Shadowheart's just gonna go in and attack.
Mistress's wrath.
Because here we're not gonna try to win the fight. We're gonna confront her in her lair to get the scalp. So we're just gonna wait until she teleports out. Yep, why not? There we go, Shadowheart does some damage.
How revolting. Another thin-blooded mongrel.
Alright, yeah. Throw your insults. But it's kind of funny because Auntie Ethel uses vicious mockery, like a bard does, and actually like insults all your characters.
Don't waste a step.
So confirmed, Auntie Ethel is a bard.
I've got it.
Alright, so come on. And turn. And now, yep, there she goes. She is escaping.
Bye-bye, lovely.
Yep, see ya, Ethel.
I can't have gone far. What to do? On my way.
And here we're gonna take a short rest, just so that Shadowheart is filled or healed.
Seems simple enough.
Oh man, getting back into recording the videos after a short break, it's rough. You know, can't speak well. And there's Gale. He needs an item, I think.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Alright, let's give it to him. And what we're gonna give is this guy, Rhythm or Writhing Dance, Moondrop Pendant. We don't really need it. And that should do it for all of the magic items.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mystra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on. You're among friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
What was the answer to that question?
The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Is there nothing we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I would hear what the others say first.
If having dangerous otherworldly objects stuck in your skin is wrong, then Gale and I both have to go. We're not really splitting up, are we?
We've come this far together, and we'll continue on together. That is how it will be.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Yes, let's. But there we go. Found some more backstory on Gale. And eventually we can help him out.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Or what?
Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Pickle. And you'll find out.
Alright, you hag. I'll get you.
What is this place? Stop. Please.
And up here, you can talk to all the different, or interact with all the different items. Oh, hold on.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
What happened last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
I'm not afraid of that hag.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, peddler.
I mean it. Let me through.
The door stays silent. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent.
If I kill the hag, you'll be free. And don't need any help here. Yep, very good.
You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
Yeah, and like I said, you can interact with all the different items here, and we'll talk about how Ethel has messed up people. So here...
My gentle Lauren. He wished to know what was to come.
And this is Lauren, who
I want
is
to have a word.
cursed with visions.
No! Don't look! Mustn't look, mustn't see!
Are you alright?
I see it. What's to come? Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining!
I just see a reflection.
No. Future. Bone splitting. Knife twisting. Skull screaming. Future. Gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please. Please. Please, please, please.
You're safe with me, I swear.
No. No. Monster. For mind dripping. Flesh peeling. Mind flayer.
Look at me. I'm not a mind flayer.
No. No. Mind flayer. Get away. Get away.
Yep.
Wait. No intention of letting that happen.
And here we got some whispering masks that we're gonna collect.
Don't look.
And actually, if you cast Protection of Evil on yourself, you can wear them to bypass the traps and the enemies in the next area. But we're not gonna do that. And here we got a family portrait for this guy.
Dearest Ethel, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
Look.
Yeah.
Don't.
Turned him into stone.
This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
And of course, she took her eyes. So the hag kinda's got the monkey paw, where she twists the wish.
Look. Don't.
So she wished for a mind of a genius, but the silly head crossed me. And finally, got the skull.
My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
And here is
You
the
edge
mirror.
closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
Yep. So the moral of the story: do not deal with the hag most of the time. All right, we'll take this, and now we're gonna go and confront the 4 masks. Who can be a pretty tough fight, but now that we're level 5, it should be fairly easy for us. And of course, I'm gonna do my all reliable, cast the illusion to gather them up, and then Cloud of Daggers.
What do we have here?
Because that's a very good strategy. And it always works. And the fight begins. Let's see, Karlak is gonna come up and throw her returning pike at one of the enemies. Gotta move around for a better position. There we go. And she's gonna throw it at this mage person. Kills him. And it's actually possible to do non-lethal takedowns to like knock out the enemies, and then if you kill Ethel and return, they'll be free. But we're not really killing Ethel, we're taking her deal. Anywho, we've got Gale, who's gonna cast his magic missile on the Mask of Vengeance here. And he's gonna fall back. Come on, Gale. Oh, his initiative is not quite where it needs to be, but it's alright. And Guiding Bolt from Shadowheart for good measure, why not? Sounds good. And turn. So each turn the pawns make a save, and if they pass it, they don't do anything, but if they fail it, they attack you. So he does 2d4 damage on Karlak. Yeah, we're not gonna counterspell. And Karlak was able to save. Gets hit by a bow attack and was critical hit as well. So now Karlak's got her second attack. Hey, where's the returning pike? Where did it go? There it is. That's weird. Okay, throw one of these items then. No, Mask of Regret is gonna be killed by Cloud of Daggers. There we go. And turn. Gale's gonna end turn as well because he already used up his action.
Protect me.
And so will Shadowheart. My character. What can we do here? I'm gonna use the concentration blast. No, we're not. Maybe on next turn. It's just gonna use Dissonant Whispers. There we go. And we were able to frighten them as well. And turn. Once again, not gonna react here, but that time he was able to frighten Karlak. And here,
Need to stay focused.
Shadowheart's gonna cast another guiding bolt.
Strike true.
Very good, does very good damage. And end turn. Gale, go ahead and finish it off for me. There we go. Alright, not too bad. And now, Karlak, why don't you go and
go for a good meal.
pick up your returning
Nice.
pike. And the Goblin Scimitar.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Yeah, it was weird how the pike didn't return all the way. But still had enough items to pull it off. And here we got a note. Nope. Where did it go? There it is. So you can read through that on your own if you want. We're gonna continue forth after we loot these buddies.
Don't mind if I do.
Got Mask of Terror there. It's probably got a couple items. And that's about that, I think, for this area. Not too many other items. But there is a next area that can be kinda annoying. And you'll see why. Let's jump over here, over the gap. And here is a trapped area with the noxious fumes and the flowers that actually... Yeah, there we go. That blow up. And one trick here is to throw a big enough item, like one of these heavy stones, right on top of the trap. And that's gonna stop it. Stop the noxious fumes from coming out. So here we're gonna disarm this trap, which should be a fairly easy check. Famous last words. There we go. Gonna do it to all the rest of them as well. And actually, even if we fail, it's not too bad, because it's just gonna be damage. Like that! But if you have the noxious fumes going at the same time, it actually,
Trap. This place is more dangerous
not a
than
good
I
thing. There we go. Because then it just turns this noxious fumes area into the constant fire. Does a lot of damage. So we're gonna throw another stone onto that trap. And we're actually gonna leap down over here. And disarm the flower, one of them. Just so that my followers don't accidentally step on it. Alrighty, let's continue down. Got some more traps. And like I said, if you wanna cast the protection from evil, and you wear the Whispering Masks, the traps do not trigger on you. Yup. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Come on, somebody spot this trap for me, please. And stones are not the only items that work. You can also throw skulls or rope. So we got this rope right here that we're gonna throw right on top of the vent as well. And there you go. Stops the gas from coming out. Which works for me. And somebody triggered a trap. Come on, peoples. Alright, we're gonna take Song of Rest, which allows us a short rest benefits even in the red areas, so made it. Kinda annoying, but at the same time not too bad. And up here,
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart's gonna cast Blast on everybody. Not everybody, but the usual suspects. And she's gonna summon a spiritual weapon. Actually, we'll do it once we
There, in the cage.
trigger the Ethel fight. So, gotta make sure that Gale's got a speed potion. Yep. He's gonna be VIP for this fight. Come on. Somebody spot this trap. And there is the Ethel scene.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Just get out of here! Please!
And first, I want to make sure that I see what her legendary action is. So, can use her weird magic surge after a spell is cast, and it creates illusionary duplicates. Okie dokie.
What's the plan?
The plan is you're gonna run up to her and you're gonna cast Spirit Guardians, the Radiant version, to tag her with a Radiant Orb. And now she summons the copies, but her actual real self has got the Radiant Orb stack on her. So we know exactly which enemy to target.
I don't fancy their chances.
Alright. Gale, you run up here and fire off your magic missiles. Nope. I guess you can't, can you? Alright, Shadowheart.
Give up.
Move up a little bit closer. Hopefully tag that one. No. How about this? Cast your spiritual weapon right up there, so it can attack one of the copies. Gale,
meet sorcery.
Move up. Fire your cantrip because the other copy is out of range. Misses, which is alright. And end turn. You should end your turn.
You want the girl so bad. Fine.
And there we go. Ethel summons some more copies. So Shovel's just gonna cast invisibility on itself and then start moving towards them. And turn.
All that matters.
My character is gonna move up. And what are we gonna do? Gonna throw this void bulb to gather them all around. And kills off every copy. Didn't think it would happen like that, but I'm glad it did. Alright. Karlach's gonna frenzy. And start throwing.
Got it.
Which should be fairly good. Alright, here is returning Pike into
This'll
the
help.
copy. And then throw it again into real Ethel.
Bloody clever clubs.
Alright. Mayrina can't really do much. The spiritual weapon's gonna attack this copy. Misses, unfortunately. But it's alright. Ray of Sickness. Poisons the target. 3 to 24 damage. We're not gonna counterspell it. I think Karlach should be alright. Yep. And we're gonna use cutting words. Need to roll a 2 for success. There we go. Very good. And now Ethel got her weird surge.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart's gonna tag her with the Spirit Guardians and keep the Radiant Orb going. Let's see. Gale is gonna drink a potion of speed. Gonna move up and fire off some magic missiles. Actually get a little bit closer so you can tag the copy as well. So here's 1, and the rest will go to 2. Because copies disappear after you do like just 1 damage. And there is the real Ethel, she teleported out. And now Gale. Can you reach? Yep.
To the fray.
Fire off your cantrip. There you go. Kills off the copy. And then use the control orb to lower this cage so that Mayrina is safe. Yes, sir. Man, that teleporting is annoying. Okay, Shadowheart, just run towards Ethel. Also dash. And try to make it all the way to her. Nope, but it's alright. Damsel in distress. This is new one. But one is real, one is actually Auntie Ethel. And thankfully to our Radiant Orb, we know exactly which one it is. So, good try, Auntie Ethel, but no cigar. Here you go. Eat an arrow.
Bloody clever clubs.
Thank the gods.
Alright. And turn. Shovel. Can you scare Auntie Ethel? Very low chance, but he was actually able to land it.
This is gonna feel good.
Alright.
Tactical.
And I know I've said that this combination should work before and we haven't really seen it work, but let's see if it actually works out for us. No, it didn't. It missed. It was trying to prone her while she was frightened. But there we go. Just get some more damage in there. Not bad. Mayrina is thinking. Now Gale can run up
Cleric 4.
and fire off his magic missile. If he is in range. He is not. Well, it's all good.
Concentrate.
Shadowheart, do your best. There you go. Some more radiant orbs. And do a guiding bolt as well. Why not? Alright. Now Ethel's got lower than 20 HP left, which means that she should give up on the next turn. But here, let's see if Shadowheart's got enough movement to destroy the copy. Yep.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Gale, and turn. And turn.
Wait! Wait just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, I have something you want.
Go on.
I knew I liked you, dearie. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
Please. She's dreaming if she thinks we'd leave Mayrina here.
It's your choice, sweetness.
If you want to live, hand over Mayrina and this power. Right now. And we're gonna use our lucky point. And see if it works. Alright. Critical success.
You greedy little bollocks. Fine. Here. I'll not soon forget this sweetness. You have my word.
But the deal. What about my husband? What happens to him?
Deal's off, you dumb cow. And you've him to thank for it. Not that it matters. I'll find another just as plump and ripe. I can set up shop elsewhere. People always need lotions and potions.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Oh, don't act like you won't miss me. Bye-bye, Petal.
Alright, success. We did it. And we're gonna take charisma for my bard. Use it right away because occasionally if Owlbear Cub joins you, he might eat it. So I'm gonna eat the gross scalp. There we go. And once we get the
I'll find somewhere to camp soon.
the gloves of dexterity, I'm gonna respec my character again to get
You bastard! You
20
ruined
charisma.
it! You ruined everything!
Slow down. What did I do?
Ethel was going to bring my husband back. Back from the dead. And now I'll never see him again. Because of you!
Because of Auntie Ethel. You nearly died.
I was fine! She wouldn't have killed me. I had something she wanted. Just a bit longer and my child would have been born. And all this would have been over.
You were going to trade your baby for your dead husband?
Don't judge me. I have nothing. My baby would have been raised in rags. Auntie Ethel promised to give this child a good life. Teach them magic even. More than I could have done.
Is that what Ethel told you?
She said I'd make a bad mother. I think she was right. Now I'll have to drag Connor's coffin all the way home. It's the only way this child will ever meet their father. I hope you're happy.
Alright, Mayrina. A little bit misplaced, but it's all good. So actually, I think this is a pretty good spot to end the episode. In the next episode, we're gonna finish up looting Ethel's lair. There are some decent items around here that we're gonna grab. And then afterwards, I think we're gonna start going into the Underdark, because we pretty much cleared everything else topside. Alright. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.